This thing you see right here is so rare you almost want it for your trophy case. That is a coconut throw from the Zulu parade in New Orleans.
We're talking now, you know, the Zulus weren't allowed to throw the coconuts for a while. In fact, they're not allowed to do it at all. They used to throw walnuts. Well, our Jared Bro slaved today to get that for us.
They say they hand it to you now. Here you are. And handmade, that's pretty neat. You know, that's pretty tropical, but you don't have to be in Louisiana to celebrate Mardi Gras. We want to show you another Mardi Gras. Hundreds of Louisiana residents spend Carnival in Colorado skiing. They bring Mardi Gras madness to the mountains, and they actually give away beads and doubloons as they whoosh down those slopes. In fact, there are so many Louisiana residents in Colorado this time of year that Mardi Gras parties are commonplace.
Well, we party before Mardi Gras, and we come up here for Mardi Gras.
It's better. People don't know what it is, and we have to introduce it to them, so it's a lot of fun.
Looks like a lot of fun.
Rod Starnes traveled the mountains to do a whole story on this thing. Well, our guys are out partying this week, aren't they?
Later this month, we will see a special report on why so many Louisiana residents give up their Mardi Gras parades and brave that snow and ice. Very cold, 0 degrees over there.
Now back home in Cajun, Louisiana, it is a day to be feared by some chickens. That's when people on horseback look at the bird with gumbo on their minds.
Vernon Roger shows us how the Cajuns celebrate their traditional Mardi Gras in tonight's edition of Roger at Large.
For the Cajuns of South Louisiana, Mardi Gras is more than a day for parades and revelry. It's a part of their culture. And to ensure that it's passed on to future generations, the Eunice Cultural Center hosted this Mardi Gras theater of sorts, an oral history of this colorful celebration.
In France, participants used to run on foot. In the South Louisiana prairies, people had a cowboy tradition, which included horses, and soon began running on horseback.
Local historian Barry Osley says from these rural beginnings, Cajun Mardi Gras was born. It hasn't changed much over the years.
Costumes were made of inexpensive fabrics. Gumbos were made at the end of the day, and a day away from work in the fields was celebrated.
But the Cajun, you know, they get together and they have a good time. They don't ask for more or less for the limb, get ready for the limb season.
The main thing about the Mardi Gras dances was not to be recognized, and some of the Mardi Gras would trade costumes, and then their wives or their girlfriends would go up to dance with them, and they'd be dancing with another man even though they didn't know it, you know.
That was Mardi Gras theater. This is the real thing. Masked revelers parading through the countryside, gathering charity for the evening gumbo. Each donation is cause for renewed celebration. Tonight, there'll be a big gumbo and fado dough, and throughout South Louisiana will be heard that familiar Cajun chant. They say le bon temps roule. Let the good times roll. Vernon Roger with photographer Randy LaDuff at Large.
And it's all over in 1 hour and 31 minutes.
I guess the chickens will breathe easier.
That's our news. Thanks very much for being with us.
Good night.